I was addicted when I flipped it the four, then I whipped it the more. And it's like the streets call you. How could you leave?
You're not gonna know. You're not gonna know his. You're not gonna know his name. Well, a lot of you won't know exactly who he is. His name is Matvey Korobov. Matt Korobov. He's Russian. He lives down in Florida. He's trained by Cameron Duncan. And what I'm saying is, he's fighting Peter Quillin. I did a video about a little over a month ago, if not a month ago, that the WBO was going to order Peter Quillin to defend his WBO 160-pound title against Matvey Korobov. 24-0 with 14 knockouts, excuse me. Gets up the drink. But people were saying, you know, he was going to be on the Mayweather undercard, and why is he not on the Mayweather undercard, or whatever the case may be. Because, once again, a month ago, catching my breath. A month ago, the WBO ordered that Peter Quillin defend his title against the mandatory challenger in Matvey Korobov. But here's the kicker. Peter Quillin is an Al Haymon fighter who's been fighting on Showtime, fighting on Golden Boy cards. Matvey Korobov is a top-ranked fighter. He fought on the undercard of Terrence Crawford versus Yurkis Gamboa. And if you've noticed, those two sides don't get along. I'm not going to get into it. You should already know this stuff by now. But what happened was the WBO said, okay, all right, you guys can't get it done. We're going to put it up for purse bid. You bid for it. Well, Golden Boy bid for it. Top Rank bid for it. And then, out of nowhere, you get... You get Jay-Z, Rock Nation. Listen to what I'm saying? Rock Nation is going to be promoting Peter Quillin versus Matvey Korobov on November the 8th, 2014. It's not known what the venue is going to be. It's going to be in NYC, probably the Barclays, of course, or DC. I'm thinking more DC because Peter Quillin, see, Peter Quillin doesn't have a large following. I like Peter Quillin, 31-0 with 22 knockouts. I like him. He's a good fighter to me. He's always going to get heat because he's not fighting guys like Gennady Golovkin. You know, he's going to get heat for that. But outside of that, if you look at the record, I mean, it's somewhat credible. You can't really count old man Winky Wright. You know, Fernando Guerrero was pretty good. You know, Lukas Konecny, you know. But the question about Peter Quillin is, how will he deal with pressure? When he fought Gabriel Rosado, before he busted up Gabriel Rosado's eye, Gabriel Rosado now has since had plastic surgery because in his two biggest fights, he lost because of his eye. So when you look at what was going on in that fight, it looked like maybe Rosado was starting to close the distance. And that's what fans are wondering, if Peter Quillin is being protected, as they say. You know, one of the Al Haymon fighters being protected. But when you really think about it, he doesn't have to fight GGG. Fans want him to fight Golovkin. You know, but with the boxing politics involved, ladies and gentlemen, we can talk about this stuff all we want, but it really doesn't mean anything, you know, because if you know how the boxing politics and what's going on, it's no point in talking about it. Now, Sam Solomon is crazy because Sam Solomon, who's the IBF 160-pound champion, is defending his championship against Jermaine Taylor. Yes, that Jermaine Taylor, the last unified undisputed champion, Jermaine Taylor. So when you think about, well, wait a minute, why is Peter Quillin not getting that IBF belt? Or is it some unification bout in play to whereas if Jermaine Taylor win against Sam Solomon, which it can very possibly happen unless Jermaine Taylor gets his ass knocked out, which is, you know, it can happen. Or is it trying to be built for Jermaine Taylor to get a fight at 160 pounds with Peter Quillin? You know, I don't know. Remember, all these guys are managed by the same person. Thank you, Al Haymon. But we're going to leave it at that. You know, what I'm going to say is this is an interesting subject. Jay-Z is now a boxing promoter, as well as, you know, he's representing guys like Kevin Durant and other athletes. But I'm interested to see what the actual event is going to look like. Of course, this guy, you know, has concerts and everything. They could put on an event. Oh, here's something interesting too. Did you know that Beyonce's dad and Al Haymon, yes, thank you, Al Haymon was involved with a lawsuit with Beyonce. T-Street Controversy. Send me a friend request on Facebook. Real Combat Media has all your news, articles, everything right below. And basically, if you come to my boxing forum, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. T-Street Controversy, T-Street Controversy Live.